general gains disability. That's why I think the topic should be about that, not genetic disability. I will start with the second question. Nobody has anything to say. Okay. Should mental illness?
Okay, I don't think we should really think about genetics part. In general, we shouldn't worry about illnesses passing to other children, as there are many illnesses that aren't just mental illnesses that people that have can have children just as well as people with mental illnesses, and we don't really look at that. So it's not really ethical to just stop people with mental illnesses who have children.
So I have some, how you say, gaining some mental illnesses. There are type of mental illnesses like anxiety, depression that can pass out to children, but they're not in a genetic sphere, and it's more complicated because when a child looks at the parent and sees that the parent is anxious or depressed or any other has any other mental illness, he might think that it's okay to have something like that, or be worried about his parent, and it's like bearing your parents' mental illness in your shoulders.
Yeah,
because
a very big
of
burden, yes. That's exactly the question right now of if somebody has that illness, should they have the ability to have a child that might see that and have a big burden and stress on them?
Yes, I'll continue that if a child sees their parents struggling with the symptoms, as well as being some kind of emotional support to their parent, because it's also really possible if the parent has depression or anxiety, they won't be able to provide certain care to children, or just show them their affection, love, and that they care about the kids. This will also affect their mental health. It can cause the same mental illnesses as depression, anxiety, and many other things in future.
Does anybody have a comment on that, or we continue the question?
I want to say something. So, if we talk about rights and freedom, there's no denying that people should have equal rights and that everyone should have freedom, but there comes a certain line and a certain draw where you have to put a stop to how much freedom one person can have and how much rights one person can have. Because the rights and freedom that people have a lot of it is based on ethical things. Like, yeah, you have the right, yeah, you have the freedom to, I don't know, work, become whoever you want, say whatever you want, but like, you can't just go, oh yeah, I'm gonna go kill somebody. Like, there comes a point where you have to put a stance to it. And when we talk about mental illness, there are like several levels of mental illness. There are levels where mental illness can't be cured, but there are certain mental illnesses that some people can be able to control, and they can take medication, and they can go to the doctor, the hospital, or to therapy and work on it. And that's okay, because I feel like if you can control it, because having kids is a huge responsibility, and when we want to continue our generation, and when we want to keep letting the population keep growing, we need to be able to provide a population for this world that is stable and that can continue. And when you, as a mentally ill person, have a child where you can't control yourself, you don't take medication, you don't go to therapy, you don't work on it, and you just let yourself get lost in your mental illness, that's a problem. Because over here comes the fact that you yourself raise an unstable child where they can get hurt, where they can even develop mental illnesses themselves, anxiety, depression, and they'll feel like they can't escape from it. And that is a huge problem because, you know, when you have a child, you need to be, as a parent, it's a very big responsibility. You need to be able